Hello everyone, I'm Fisty McRib, and I'm back today with a quick look at the upcoming Fallout 76 event, A Colossal Problem. This isn't going to be so much a walkthrough as it is a preview of the event that's coming with patch 20. In this video, I'm not going to go into the story behind the event, just show you the setting, some of the action, and explain a bit about how it works. With that said, if you want to be surprised and don't want anything close to a spoiler, turn back now. It's important to note that what you're seeing here is a pre-release version of the event, so some things may change before it's released. While I don't expect any major changes, it's entirely possible that difficulty, mechanics, or even potential loot could look different when patch 20 makes its way into the wild. The event begins when someone drops a nuke on Monongah Mine. When you fast travel directly to the event, you're transported safely inside the mine, so don't worry, you won't be exposed to a nuke zone when you load in. You can run the event in whatever armor you like, as the interior of the mine is protected from the radiation outside. When you arrive, you'll see that there's a 4-minute timer counting down. When that runs out, you'll be able to drop down into the mine to start the fight. Until then, you've got a bit of time to join one of the new public teams, scrap, repair your gear, or modify your perk cards. This timer countdown is a big improvement over some of the others we've seen in Fallout 76. Here, there's no risk of someone running in and starting the event before everyone has time to get there. With that said, let's speed ahead and drop down into the mine. As we go down, make sure you look before you leap. There are multiple platforms to jump down to here, and you want to be careful because if you miss them, you might start the event off with a few broken appendages. As we get inside, we see a 3-star enemy named Earl Williams, who is a irradiated Wendigo Colossus. Now, this event that I'm running through here, there's a handful of very high-powered players here, so it goes really quick, really easy, and quite honestly, it makes it look a lot easier than it is. On other attempts, I've tried to go through here solo, and it is much more challenging, or even just if you're in with other players who maybe aren't quite so powerful, it makes a big difference. The environment inside the mine here is really cool looking. It's very creepy, very dark. Definitely not one for the faint of heart. You do want to watch your step as you make your way around the mine. There are different dangers and hazards along the way. There are pools of fire and corrosive damage and poison, so watch out for all that. The other really cool thing with this event is this Wendigo Colossus. It's very clear that the Wendigo spawns coming from it are quite literally coming out of its body, which is disgusting but awesome at the same time. The whole area is going to be filled with these Wendigo spawns, and you'll notice that as I go here, I'm looting them as I move. That's important. These Wendigos, they drop acid from their teeth, and they drop screws. Lots and lots of screws. So grab them as you go, because when the event is over, you're not going to have time to stop and loot everything. You're going to have to run. As we can see here, the mine's about to collapse. We have to escape. Your first time coming out is going to be very confusing. I suggest making your way to the exit as quickly as possible. You will encounter lots of enemies along the way, all those hazards we talked about before, so it's just as challenging to get out of the mine as it is to win the fight. Eventually, you will find your way out. This was one of my first times going through, so I was quite confused. Fortunately, I had a teammate there giving me some directions. As you make your way out of the mine, you'll notice that you have an objective to loot the bonus chest. The objective markers on your way out are a bit unreliable. as they don't always show up until the timer is almost run out. I hope they address that before the event goes live, as it could result in some very frustrated players who can't find their loot. The bonus chest holds what will be the most desirable reward from the event. It's a new type of legendary weapon with the new Cursed prefix. That adds 2 effects, more damage and faster attack rate, at the expense of faster condition loss. For now, there are just a few different weapons that can appear here, and they all have fixed effects, but that could change in the future. With that, we make our way out of the mine and into the nuke zone. I changed into my Chinese stealth suit before exiting so I'd be safe outside. I'm really looking forward to seeing this event on the public servers. Initially, I was concerned that it was too easy, and perhaps it is. When you have multiple overpowered players running it, or multiple players with overpowered legacy weapons. But after some additional runs, I can safely say that in most cases, it's adequately challenging. I chose not to spend any time on the lore behind the event in this video. There's not a ton to dig up, but I thought it best to leave that for you to find on your own. It's a tragic story, and one that ties into a real-world incident at the actual Monongah Mine, which was one of the worst mining accidents in history. I do hope that you'll spend a bit of time with the story when patch 20 launches. And that, my friends, brings us to the end of today's video. As always, if you found this enjoyable, helpful, or anything in between, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. I upload a few Fallout 76 videos every week on the channel, and I'll see you all next time.